What's up, squad? This is Brandon from the Bantu Sun. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to dive into one of my geopolitics 101 lesson, and this is around culture. Here I'm really big on geography because geography is very tangible, it's very physical, and it's very finite. It's real. It has to be dealt with. When you're dealing with something that's such as culture that's organic, it's very hard to gauge and measure it, but you have to look at the outcomes, right? Geography is a tool, but so is culture. Now, I always say geography is capacity, but culture is destiny. Community is the sum of its parts. It always amazes me when I see some countries and the people are complaining about the leadership as if that leadership was imported from someplace else. That leadership is indigenous to the culture. If you see a culture where all of the leaders are men, that's indicative of the culture. And if you see a culture where all of the leaders are scammers, scam artists, jivers, charlatans, that's indicative of the culture. So when people talk about, well, our leadership isn't doing anything, that's because this is what the culture has produced. And these things start with the individual and what the individual is willing to deal with. And so it's just a reminder that you should take advantage of the opportunities that you have. When I see some nations that continuously struggle to develop economically, it amazes me how the people, and this is the number one sign that is the culture, entitlement. There's this theory of the pie, right? The economic pie. Some people believe it's finite. Some people believe it grows in perpetuity. Obviously, it grows in perpetuity because there's goods that we can buy and sell today that wasn't here 100 years ago, and so on and so forth. But when you start taking a pie and calling it a finite, and you put all your energy towards carving up the pie and taking other people's pie instead of added to it, this is consumption without production is parasitic. So this is just a friendly reminder that geography is capacity, but culture is destiny. Love to hear your thoughts. Comment below. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Until next time, take care. Bantu up.